Last time, Total Party Guild.
It was a pretty good show.
Oh my God, have you met Jewel? Jewel is, she's famous.
Oh, we know Jewel. Our mom used to like your stuff.
Oh, shit!
Welcome, heroes, to Total Party Guild, a weekly retro live play D&D podcast. Tonight, I will be your GM, Sean Rowe. I am running this arc, and the guild is hiring
Vanessa Otero playing Jewel Von Onyx, human bard.
Jeremy Blackheart playing Brilliance B. Redmoon, a tiefling fighter warlock.
And Justin Lamb coming back as Stennel Bjornsson, the halfling barbarian.
Last time, when we played, our heroes completed their quest in Bantham and had made their way back to Westbank, where the guild headquarters lay. Here, they gave their information back to the guild masters and had a much-needed rest. It's been a little bit of time since the adventurers have had some time adventuring, and we will open on Jewel. Jewel, where are you in Westbank?
Well, I spend a lot of time in my loft just like working on the new album, and so that's I think that's where I was last time we started an arc, and that's probably where I am this time too, just like writing some music notes and dinking around with my my musical instruments.
And so much like last time when we started an arc, Jewel is dinking around with her musical instruments, playing a ukulele.
I probably play the cittern that I got in the last story arc. I do have a ukulele, but it's, just hanging on the wall unplayed.
So the sad ukulele is hanging on the wall unplayed while you play around with your new cittern, beautiful magical item that it is. You hear a gentle knock on the door.
Okay. I'll finish up my notations and answer the door.
Before you stands a messenger, one of the many that run around Westbank. He has a small scroll in his hand, and he reaches it out to you. In his other hand, he gently opens it as if awaiting coins.
I kind of look at him like, and I'll pull out I'll pull out 2 silver, just whatever I had in my pocket, and hand it to him and take the scroll.
Literal pocket change.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hand it to him, and he tips his hat and smiles and wanders off. A quick glance at the scroll shows the guild seal, and it clearly indicates it's from Guildmaster Spurin.
Groan. I consider just throwing it on the table by the door and letting it sit there for a while. Actually, I will. I'll just throw it on the table and then walk back to my music, and then write for a couple minutes, and then be like, well, fuck, and get up and read the crack it open.
And lands on top of the pile of scrolls from Guildmaster Spurin as you throw it on your table.
Then, a couple minutes later, I'll come back to it and read it.
It is yet another poorly worded apology. And again, asking that you meet with him for lunch or dinner sometime at your earliest convenience.
I think we should keep this strictly professional from now on, Spurin. Yeah, I'll toss it onto the table and be like, yeah, that's garbage. Cool.
From there, we pull out of the window and gently glide over the city of Westbank, which is Jeremy, why don't you go ahead and describe it again for us?
So I was thinking about adding an undercity that's partially connected to the labyrinth that has more of the neon theme.
Okay, so I was also thinking very similar lines.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Now kiss.
Okay.
But why don't we describe the Overcity first?
Westbank is an idyllic, gorgeous, multi-tiered city nestled on the coastline on the west side of Arosa. Its gentle waters sending that lapping wave sound through the air and the light smell of salt mist. And what season is it?
It is in the month of Steelmire, which is getting close to the end of summer, beginning of fall. So occasionally some mornings wake up crisp, although it's still kind of hot in the afternoon.
And the smells of the harvest waft through the city. Depending on where you are in the city, it could be drastically different. Down by the docks, there are warehouses galore and studios above them. In the market district, there's overhanging market stalls. What's the cloth called? It's just connected to the building. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Yeah,
know what you're
I wanna
talking
say
about. I don't know what it's called.
A dais. It's not a dais. It's a.
Nope.
No. Anyway, all the alleyways are hustling and bustling with trade and jokes and drunken idiots babbling about whatever. As you get to the higher tiers of the city, the dress gets more formal. Trade still goes around, but there's a lot more scribes running around the city. And everything's really densely packed throughout most of it until you get towards the upper center kind of noble or market areas. But there are big gazebo-style overhangs with stone pillars and paintings above just for people to hang out in. Public pools, street-side restaurants, all the cafes you can imagine.
And in this sprawling city, where would B be located?
The Eclipse Theater is on the edge of the market district, kind of out of the way, and it's a medium-sized establishment, but it's one place that you kind of have to get an invite to get into. You got to know somebody. It's one of those back alley restaurant type theaters. B would be showing his semi-new girlfriend around the place and trying to avoid his mother, Calcaria.
What's the girlfriend look like?
She is a super swole half-orc artificer. So she's like 5'10" and beefy as heck with kind of shaggy black hair and one tusk that sticks up on one side from underneath.
All right. So where in the theater are you at? Like near the front, near the back?
Probably hanging out backstage near the exit door, just going through all the costumes, and I'm holding one up to her and like, no, not this one. How about this one?
Oh, I like the one with the gold trims on it.
And then I look at its sleeve and look at her arm.
I mean, maybe it can be adjusted.
Yeah, maybe. And I put it back. I just keep going.
From the rear exit, you suddenly hear like the shouts of many people from the markets that are nearby.
And I look at her and I look at the door. Can I tell what's going on?
Not from here. It just suddenly like sounds like a larger racket or a bunch of people going like, hey, and it's louder than normal. And usually you don't hear it's this normal soft buzz of a market city, but here it suddenly just sounds like there's a commotion or something big going on.
Ruffians, huh? And I'm gonna like puff my chest out to try and impress her, and then B has an ever familiar bracelet on him, which is a dark metal with a neon pink band running through the middle. He's going to put his left hand like above his elbow on the right arm and wave down slowly. And as he goes over the bracelet, a cloud forms right behind his palm as he passes over. And he keeps going lower than his hand and materializes a shotgun.
Nice. Does a shotgun like have a vibrant energy to it? Does it look different than a regular shotgun, or does it look just like a regular like piece of metal?
The shotgun looks like almost an alien piece of tech. It has two sharp rails on the bottom jutting forward, and then an elongated sight over a sunken barrel with crackling pink and purple energy around the front and back of it. When B puts his hands on it, it kind of whirs to life.
She looks down at it and a smile runs across her face, and she's like, I like that better than the dress.
I mean, this is what made you talk to me in the first place. Sorry, duty calls. I'm going to put my butt against the exit door and roll out into the alley.
All right, so you roll out into the alley, and you can see it's a small alley, and at the end of it, there'd normally be a bunch of market stalls and some people standing there. But you can see people are moving from your left to your right, going through the alleyway, and they are getting attracted to something that's outside of your field of vision.
Then I'm going to go around the corner and keep my eyes towards where they're coming from, and then spin and look forward.
All right, when you roll around the corner, you can see that a bunch of people have gathered around like a market stall, and the stall itself is like broken. It looked like there was some collections of nicer jewelry that was on top of like a beautiful little velvet display, and that's all on the ground now. And there is a young child, maybe a kid, maybe just a fresh-faced teenager, being held to the ground by a very large, brutish human. And that guy has his fist up way in the sky, and you can see there's blood on the knuckle already where he's been punching this kid.
I don't know what's happening here. I don't want to pull the trigger when I don't know what's going on.
You don't see any guards or anything like that, but the people that are surrounding it are all yelling at the big brute guy, but no one wants to get near him.
Oh, okay. Well, just so I don't misfire, I'm going to run forward while I put the shotgun in one hand and do the arm thing again and turn it into a maul.
All right, so now it's like really long and like heavy.
Yeah, so I turn it into an oversized crystalline hammer.
All right, nice. So you kind of push your way through the crowd and you get up towards the front there.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to take a big swing.
At the big guy?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll me an attack.
If anything, it'll send a message at least. 21.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That lands solid.
I want to do non-lethal damage.
Okay, that sounds good.
10, 14.
All right, so you push your way through and your hammer comes flying, or your maul, I should say, comes flying through the air, and it smacks this dude like front and center in the face. You see a tooth come zipping out of his mouth, and he does one of those little like half spins in the air and then falls over, just like completely unconscious.
Oh.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
little birds start flying over the top of his head.
How cartoony is this?
And the kid looks up from the ground at you, and he sees the pendant that shows that you're one of the guild. But what does the rest of you look like?
So B is a 5'11", white skin, white hair, almost near albino tiefling, with black horns with honey gold glowing bands around the center. His eyes are jet black with the same honey gold glowing ring for the color in his eye. And he wears flowy, loose-fitting dancer's clothing in his downtime. He has a lithe dancer's body, as that is his normal profession, is being a dance instructor.
So the kid with shock in his eyes, and he's looking up at you, and it lights on the guild, and he goes, "Oh, you're from the guild. Thank you. Help me."
And I kneel down, and I use my maul as like a staff to lean on. And I go to help him up, and I go, "What's going on, kiddo?"
He grabs your hand as you help him up, and you can see that he is younger, but on closer inspection, he is probably a teenager, a human teenager with dark hair, and his face is pretty beat up. You can tell that his left eye is starting to swell shut already. And they wanted this for my family, and I couldn't give it to them. I don't care what else happens to me, but I can't give them this. And you feel something get pressed into your palm.
Take it as an instinct and look.
It's a gold ring with a purple jewel inset into it, and it's very simple. It's not something that like even from the jeweler that's right behind you with shit all over the ground would be something that this person would sell. It's maybe worth 10, 15 copper pieces.
And my face lights up anyway because I freaking love gems. Like, it's so beautiful. Wait, why was he after this? And then I'm just gonna like look to the crowd and I'll be, tie him up. I don't have rope. Where's my pack? Anyway, tie him up. And then I'm going to drag the kid away.
As you're like picking up the kid, you can now see at the end of the street several of the city guard beginning to make their way towards you guys. And the crowd like listens to you, but they are like, "Oh, there's the city guard." And they're like, "Officer, tie him up."
Wait, me?
No,
Okay.
the guy on the ground. Yeah, they suddenly are very uninterested in doing anything nearby.
Okay, I'm going to snap my fingers to make them all go away. And it just goes back to the bracelet. So what is this and why was he after it?
It's a family heirloom, and it's all I have left. And well, sir, my mother owes some money, and this is all we have left. They wanted to take it. I just couldn't let him take it.
So why are you giving it to me?
I was hoping you could guard it for me. They'll come back to my house, and well, if I don't have it, they have to leave me alone, right?
Why don't you go to the authorities and just let them know what's going on? Maybe they can move you.
You see him like eye the authority, and immediately starts getting like itchy feet. Yeah, no, that's a great idea. I'll do that. I'll do that right away. Can you can hang on to that for me for a little bit? And he's like trying to like sidle away and start to move through the crowd away from the cops. I'll come back to the guild and get it back later.
B just looks at it and looks at the kid. Can I sense motive?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a
Insight.
Insight.
check.
7.
Yeah, the kid seems frightened of the cops and completely trusting of you.
Oh, so I'll just look at the thing and smile, and look at him and smile, and just say, "Okay, you know where to find me." And I just put it in my pocket.
And you see him melt into the crowd and make his way away from the cops.
Oh.
Good thing that's not going to come back to bite us later.
I shrug my shoulders and I go, "Wait, did the cops just see me hit that guy with a hammer? I'm going to go in the alley too."
And so as B ducks into the alley, we pull away from the alleyway and we flow across the city, and we go down into a dark corner of the city itself, to a place we wouldn't expect to see Stennel. Stennel is standing in what appears to be an alleyway, and he's standing in front of a door. It's just a regular door, a regular wooden door with a very large knocker on the front of it. No lock whatsoever on it, but there he is, standing in front of the door. Stennel, what do you do?
I place my hands on my hips. I look left and I look right. What do I see up and down this dark alleyway?
Brick walls to your left and to your right, and the alleyway extends far behind you. So as you look behind you, it keeps going, and then kind of like you can see it bend around a corner, and that's all you can see.
Uh-huh. Is this a clean alleyway? Is there trash?
There is no trash.
No trash. This part of the city, I'd assume I'd see some. What does the knocker look like? Is it gold? Is it beat up?
It's a big steel metal ring placed in the door. Roll me a Constitution save.
I haven't done anything yet.
Oh, but you have.
Not that I recall. Hang on. 15.
Cool.
My constitution is strong. I know I'm like a halfling. Can I reach the knocker?
Yeah, you can reach the knocker.
I reach up on my tippy toes and I grab the knocker and I rap it a couple of times.
As you reach up and touch the knocker with your hand, it is ice cold. And before you can actually get a grip on it, your hand like slips sideways on it. And then when you pull it back, a long, slimy string pulls away from the knocker.
Ew.
Stennel.
What?
Didn't come from anywhere in particular.
I know, and I didn't say it to anything in particular.
Just saying it to the outside world.
I said it to the ether. I said it to the cosmos. Ugh. All right. So I'm going to like find something else to rub that goo off on. Does it burn? Does it sting? Is it just cold?
No, it in fact, by the time you go to rub it off on something, it's already gone. Dissipated.
I'm assuming I'm dressed.
You are completely naked.
Wait, what?
Hey. You realize as the GM, you have to tell the truth, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm telling the truth.
Oh my.
We're dreamy.
I get that. I didn't get that yet. So I'm gonna punch the door a couple times.
You
Give it a
punch
few
the
good-
door once and it opens up just a crack.
Oh, it's chilly out here. All right. I'm gonna push the door open further.
As you push the door open further, you realize that you have paws for hands.
Oh shit. I feel like I've lost control of this situation. What does it look like past the door?
As the door is being pushed open, you see a yawning blackness in front of you.
Joel.
You hear nothing. Not even the sound of wind.
Do I still feel comfortable standing on two legs, or is my paw situation getting worse?
You are now standing on all four legs.
Yes, but am I comfortable with that?
Oh,
or-
super! Yeah, you're in sitting there like a badger,
Okay.
all very comfortable, badger-like, because you're a badger.
I'm gonna itch behind my ear, and I'm gonna scowl in badger.
Eat snake.
Take a deep breath, and I'm gonna walk into the darkness.
You walk into the darkness and you wake up in your room.
And I bury my head under the pillow.
And where's your room at?
My room?
Yeah.
I would assume I have a room at the guild, or I'm like renting one.
Okay, okay.
Like I tend to stay there because I don't have like any other home in the city, any other place.
All right, so real quick check. Is the guild hall have a couple private rooms, or is it just like a big room where adventurers can stay and it's just like, his bed is in a row of many?
Oh, it has a bunch of private rooms that for long-term stay and short-term stay. There is a map of it on the TPG website. Like there's blueprints of it.
Vanessa.
Oh, nice.
Actually on the website?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it's under the guild stuff, I think. Let me pull up the website.
About the guild?
Yeah, probably. I think it's at
Okay.
the bottom. There's 2 floors. And the top floor has a bunch
Oh,
of
yeah,
it
there it
has
is.
like dorms and stuff, but it also has like private rooms you can rent.
And I'm sure if there's overflow, there's somewhere else people could stay.
Okay, so I woke up in just a small room that's in the guild.
Awesome.
I am okay with this. So, all right. So here's the thing. Stennel takes a lot of stuff in stride, and it stems from like he's just used to being in situations he doesn't fully understand. There's only like you keep going forward, and then stuff makes sense, or maybe sometimes it doesn't. And it's usually okay in the end. But yeah, that was a weird dream. So I'm gonna bury my head under my pillow, and then is the sun up?
Yeah, you can see the sun through the window.
And I realize the sun is up, and I throw the pillow over, like and I flop myself out of bed. And I would assume that I don't keep my room super tidy, but I've been doing better since Jules been trying to teach me.
No.
Oh,
It's not like a nest anymore.
Well, the bed is, but other parts are more well kept. He's still got the snazzy high class suit that he got in Bantham, and it's tattered. There's a couple holes going on, but it still looks sharp. It's still got the neon accents. Suit up, grab his badger cloak, slip into his arsenal.
Have you been
run out
wearing
the-
your fancy suit as just your adventuring gear?
Yes. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Until
Alright.
it's too ratty to wear, and then I'll get a new one. Maybe.
okay, but I mean, it's been a little bit. Like you haven't been on any adventures in a while, so
Which is why it doesn't look like super tattered yet.
yeah, it's not totally beaten up.
He's also been bathing once a week. It's crazy.
Oh,
wow.
my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, Jules rubbing off on you, huh?
Yeah, I'm even like between the toes and the backs of the ears. It's a whole new me. But I'm definitely late for the gym, so I'm heading to wherever the best place is to work out in the city.
As you begin walking towards the exit of the guild, you pass Lynn, who is the contract fulfillment specialist for the guild. And as you do, she's like, "Hey, Stennel."
Hey, Lynn, I'm late. I'm late to the gym.
Oh, okay. Oh, I posted new contracts.
Huh?
Tell your friends.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, wow, work. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a while because of all the. Where are you? Okay, bye.
Okay. I'll hesitate at the door, and then I'll just real quick. I'll run over and I'll look at the contracts on the wall.
And as you run over real quick,
I'm late for the gym. I told people I'd be there.
I mean, you'll be there in a second. Don't worry. Don't worry. So as you run over to the wall where the quests are posted, you see that there's a handful of newer ones that are posted on the wall that are for the gold ranking members.
Oh wow. Let's see. Here we go. This looks really promising. Help needed in I know that one. In reach that's okay, that's a jewel word. Okay. Let's see. Blah blah blah. On road, West Bank. I know West Bank. To some other place. Reward in gold and 2,000 gold. Ooh. And 20. I don't know what that is. That's 2 circles with a line through it. What is that? Okay.
For the listening audience, it's a percentage sign.
Reach. Okay, I'm not reading that.
Did you look at the first word of the mission and say, no, I'm not reading that whole mission?
Reward 2,500. That's right. Yeah. I know money. Wanted. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, so this looks like we can get money. Got it. It's a job. All right. Well, I will take off. I am headed to the gym. I'm going to work out real quick, and then I'll find Jewel. Just like 2 hours. That's it.
3 hours later, there's another knock on your door, Jewel.
A really sweaty Stennel is hopefully on the other side.
I contemplate not answering it, but I can smell Stennel through the door.
It
No,
just smells like a cat died on your porch.
Hey,
I'll
semi-regular
answer.
baths.
I'll answer the door.
Sweat and gym smells. And wet badger fur.
Stennel, what's up?
Hey, Joel. Oof. Do you mind if I come in? I'm already in.
I beckon like help yourself, but you're already like 5 feet past me.
Eating your cookies.
It's the nimble.
Yeah.
Just one. I know Jewel wouldn't be mad.
No.
There's new work at the guild.
Oh, okay.
It said help needed. And it said 2,000 gold was the first one.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
We could make some money. And then there was another one, and that had more gold. And it said we were
Must be
wanted.
harder.
But you'd be
We were
proud.
wanted.
I read like 7 words.
Wow, you're getting better.
Yeah, I've been trying.
Okay. Well, let me lock up and I'll walk down with you and see if we can do something.
Is it allowed to like pull the notices from the board to because I feel like that would be kind of like censoring it. Like, you can't just grab something off a public notice board and go yank. Like, that seems wrong.
If I remember our first adventure, you pulled off the one when you went to go claim it as this is the one we're going on.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a good thing you left them on the board initially.
Or else I'd be trying to show them all to Jewel and I accidentally set us on all of them.
You have to do the paperwork with one of the guild leaders. So I
there's-
feel like you
there's the
just keep
paperwork part.
pulling them all and then putting them back up when we decide what we want to do.
Yeah. Or Sick would be like, oh, Stennel again. Have to re-put it back on the board every time. Every time, Stennel.
What? I said I would put them back, and I didn't even blow my nose on any of them this time. Look, snot free. Who's laughing now?
So you guys go ahead and head back to the guild?
Yes, I want to show Joel.
Okay.
All
B, I'm assuming you're going to make your way to the guild too, so that way it all confluences awesomely together.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I am going to go ask if anybody there knows about whatever gang in my area.
Okay, so who are you going to ask about that? There's just like a handful of adventurers hanging around.
Who is the bartender?
You got Nellie and Marion and Alara.
Yes.
We're going to go with Nellie.
Yeah. Nellie?
Or Nell, female
Nell.
halfling.
Okay, yeah.
So you see Nell behind the bar pouring drinks. And as you walk in, she looks up at you and you just see this massive grin and a twinkle in her eye as she sees you come in. She's like, hey, Goldie.
I wasn't actually intending to work today, so don't get so excited.
Oh, that's fine. You don't have to work for me.
I did have a question. Over by my family's theater, have you heard of any gang activity going on?
You see her put the 2 steins down on the table, and then she like rests her hand and puts her face in her elbow as she's looking up at you slightly dreamily. Over in your area, sweetie pie, I'm not sure too much about the gangs over there. I don't really run with that kind of crowd myself.
And I am completely missing all the signals.
Nice.
Do you know who would know? Some kid bumped into me, gave me something earlier. I hit some guy with a hammer. I just don't want any trouble in my neighborhood, you know?
You wielded your big hammer in a crowd? Too bad I missed it.
I think I'm going to go ask somebody else. Thank you, no.
No, that's okay. I know a couple people that they could help you out. In the background, you hear one of the adventurers, "Hey, where's the beer?"
I will grab the beer and saunter over like a barmaid and do little dancey steps on the way.
You mince your way over?
As you are sauntering over with the beer, you see Stennel and Jewel enter the establishment from the other side.
I fangirl a little bit over Jewel and then try not to make eye contact as not to bother the star.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Jewel, right over here. Look, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Four new jobs going up all at the same time.
Oh, I see.
And you put the beers down in front of those people there, and you see that Stennel is leading Jewel over to the board.
And I like play around in my head as I'm still holding one of the beers in my hand. Like, do I talk to him? Stennel's pretty cool too. His brother said so. And he doesn't smell today.
Little sweaty, not bad.
You gonna hand me that beer there, or you just gonna hang on to it for a while?
I'm staring at the ceiling and I just absentmindedly take a sip.
Yeah, I'm gonna need another one. You can have it. No.
Were you talking? Oh, sorry. Here. And I put it on the counter.
He just stares down at it glumly for a second or two, and then starts drinking from it.
I'll prestidigitation it to make it taste exquisite.
The look of shock on his face as he's taking a sip, and then he's like, huh. Hey, you can do that anytime, Goldie.
Is there a reason I quit hanging out here?
I thought, that's what she called you. I just thought that was your name.
Who are you?
Osric,
Oh,
newly recruited. He points at his gold badge.
new and gold. I have been slacking a while.
Yeah, I've been here a month or so. Call me a rising star.
I suppose it is time. Well, nice to meet you, Wolfric. Yeah, okay, and I'm gonna pat the table. And I'm going to go lean on the job board and look at Jewel and Stennel. Go, so, looking for work, huh? And I do some awkward finger guns.
Hello.
So
You're
Stennel
very
and
pretty.
I'm just like reading the jobs out loud to Stennel, and
Retrieving. Okay. Oh, okay. That's what that was.
retrieving, retrieval. It's a hard
Okay.
one.
They all look different.
Glance over at B, like, hello, who are you?
It looks like you might be a little short to take some jobs. If you're going, I'm offering.
Oh, look at Stennel and ask him if he's seen Singer lately, or Graham, or Marin.
Oh, well, I know that Singer was trying to straighten up that cult that was his back in Bantham. No, hi, you're very pretty. What's your name? Have we met?
Wait, me?
Yeah, I figure like you and Jewel are closer to the same height, and I kind of have to like tug on your sleeve a little bit to get your attention. Like, hey, I'm down here.
Is it? I don't know if I should squat or not.
Yeah, I get that a lot. You can just stand. It's fine.
I'll just take
my
a
neck's
step
used to it.
back so the angle is more flattering.
Oh, thanks. No, you have an extremely clean nose, like all the way up there.
Thank you for taking a peek at my brain, Dr. Stennel.
Whoa, doctor. Turn to Jewel and give a thumbs up.
I'm just looking back and forth between the two of you.
Well, I'm B. I've been here a few years now, but things got busy with the family, and then I got a little lazy, and it is time for me to get back out there. And not a fangirl, but big fan. And I look at Jewel and then look away, trying to be respectful.
Thank you.
Also, a big fan. And looking at Stennel, your brother Sven Ulfric something told me about you and your exploits.
Oh, Ren.
Yeah, that sounds right. Or Ran,
Oh,
or
that's what we call
something.
Wait, you know Ren?
Loosely, at least.
That son of a bitch. Hang on, you said he said nice things about me?
Yeah, he spoke of you very highly. Until he got 2 drinks in.
Oh, I was gonna say, what's his angle? Well, you tell him if you ever see him again, gonna make him a knuckle sandwich with extra mayonnaise. But otherwise, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well.
Reach out a hand.
I'm kind of shocked by how strong you are, and I do like the ow wrench.
I shake a little too hard at first, and then I kind of like catch myself, and then I shake more gently.
And I reach out for Jewel.
Oh, yeah, I'll shake your hand.
I'll never wash it again.
Oh my God. Please do. Please do. I'll gesture to the job board, the gold ranks. I'll notice that you have a gold pin on. Just, well, it looks good.
Why is this in bold? Wanted, only the most brave, only the most daring. Those not born for adventure need not apply.
It's kind of vague.
Professor, how do you say this guy's name? Why do you have such a hard name?
Sylvan?
Yeah, give it your best. Give it your best shot.
I'm going to say it backwards. Ned Drubu Nev Lizdia? Close enough.
Look at
You
you
have-
sideways.
Do you have that condition that makes letters backwards?
My memory's not so good, so I try to make things a little more interesting.
Ah, neat. Jewel, what does that say?
It says Professor Ed Sylvan Uberden, Esquire the Third.
Yeah, but it didn't actually say what the job is, did it?
Yeah, it says
No.
below, retrieval of 2 troll livers, fresh, documented location.
No, that's the next one.
Oh, it is the next one.
Because the reward is right underneath it. It says it's only 500 gold a person plus additional rewards upon completion of the quest, which is super vague. Like, what does that mean? What are we doing and what are we getting?
Probably testing makeup.
Oh.
I don't need to go on adventure to get free makeup.
So there was this one year when our home kind of flooded, and Mom was gonna wrap all my presents, and all the wrapping paper got caught in the flood, and so one of my presents was just wrapped in a mystery towel, and this feels like a quest that's wrapped in a mystery towel.
Was the present good?
Yeah, it was a little stuffed bear.
A wet stuffed bear, though.
Oh no, a little bit. Only
Moist
a little
bear.
bit, and that was when I had to take it outside and I had to whip it around and like fly it through the air, and then it got dry. I feel like we're getting off topic. That's only one of the quests here.
Didn't you live on a boat? Wasn't your home always flooded?
Huh? No. I lived on a farm
Oh.
and then on a boat.
Ren told me you lived on a boat.
That is true. We used to act like brothers. We used to treat each other like brothers. We used to be there for each other, and we used to be pirates. But yeah, that's all behind us now. Stennel says darkly.
I wonder if that would make a good play. You have to tell me sometime.
Okay, that sounds nice actually. So, what's this other one? Jewel, you said this was missing people?
Yeah, it looks like there's one that they need help retrieving stolen goods, and one has an adventuring team that's missing, one is super vague, and one wants the retrieval of 2 troll livers fresh. And then we have to document the location and verify the authenticity for the West Bank Alchemists Guild.
That's a lot of big words.
Yeah, it makes sense when you say it out loud, though.
So, I mean, saving people's always good, and money's always good.
Yeah, and I really do need to get one of my rescue missions in for...
The mystery box could be anything.
Could be a boat.
You know how much we've wanted one of those.
Ah, you have. So you guys are saying you want to go to the super vague because because literally all it says is wanted, only the most brave, only the most daring, those not born for adventuring need not apply.
Last time I went to something like that, they asked for a lot of my blood.
Oh no. What happened? Did you die?
Apparently, tiefling blood is really valuable, and apparently there aren't very many white tieflings.
Huh.
Huh.
Hopefully you got paid good.
I ran. One of the guy's fingers bent backwards. It was super creepy.
Oh. Oh, was he double jointed?
No, like his hands curled backwards. Super weird.
Oh. That sounds like this dream I had. I don't know. I mean,
Creepy finger dreams.
sometimes they're creepy open door dreams, and sometimes they're dreams where I'm not wearing anything, and it's kind of embarrassing.
I think those dreams you should keep to yourself.
I'll tell you about this other
Agreed.
dream I had where all my teeth were falling out.
Oh, ugh, ugh. And you see him get grossed out and shake a little.
But look, see, they're fine, and I start trying to wiggle a tooth, and it doesn't wiggle. See, they're right there.
Oh, I forgot how interesting adventurers are.
It sounds like you've been hanging out with boring people. So rescuing adventurers sounds good, but retrieving stolen medicine also sounds kind of important. But I don't know. I've never seen a troll before. Have either of you seen a troll before?
Heard of them.
B gets a 1,000-yard stare, like a Vietnam
Oh.
flashback. And this is no, never.
There's like an overlay of like helicopters and explosions as you stare into the distance. I don't know. I'm game for any of these.
We might as well get a rescue in. I mean, if I don't do it soon, I might lose this badge altogether. So
Same, I guess. It's good to have the guilds back. Pull it off of the board and walk towards the offices.
Oh, it's official.
So you head towards the Obsidian office.
I look at it and I notice that the signature is Spurn, and I'm like, damn it. Hand it to Stennel.
Oh, thanks.
Almost as if it's like gross.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gross.
Dimble's been rubbing
I don't
one on
know.
Duel. Yuck.
Yeah.
Hey, not like that. I mean, I get this as a rescue mission, but it's other adventurers, and like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, we're just adventurers helping adventurers. Should be helping the common.
Yeah,
people.
we're retrieving
sounds
them,
okay.
retrieving the bodies, or getting their pins back to the guild.
Oh, yeah. I guess if they didn't make it. Oh, okay. Well, now I'm more curious, and I'm like muttering this as I head up to Spurn's office. Take the stairs 2 at a time. Huh, huh, huh.
You do
They were
so. You
last
take the
seen-
stairs 2 at a time.
Yes.
You make it to the top. You wouldn't actually bring it to Spurn, though. Yeah, you'd go to the Obsidian offices and turn it into one of the job managers.
And I
Oh, right.
go that direction. 'Cause I know where I'm headed. 'Cause
Right.
I've done this before.
I'm just waiting at the bottom of the stairs, like, isn't it this way?
And he turns around and comes running back.
Is it back down the stairs?
Yeah.
I slide down the banister. I just want to do that once. While I'm not making eye contact, because obviously I was going the wrong direction.
I'll clap
Okay,
when you
I'll
slide
head to
down.
the office. I'll slide down cool, and then I'll hit the landing, and I'll stub my toe on the landing, and I'll just kind of like disguise the limp as we enter the office.
All right, so you arrive at the office and you see that there is a human female adventurer, or at least someone who used to be an adventurer, now sitting in the office. Her name is Agnes, and she's one of the job managers here, and specifically also helps out with making plans for rescue missions and so forth. So when you walk in with the scroll, she looks at it and she goes, "Oh, good. Someone wants to take that one on."
Wait, did nobody before?
Yes.
Well, it's in the Ghent Grasslands, and well, you know how it goes out that way.
Do we?
Do you? Because I don't.
I don't think I've been out that way. How does it go in the grasslands? It sounds lovely.
I mean, if you like gnolls,
They're cute, but they can be kind of aggressive sometimes. You got to whap them on the nose. Whap.
yeah, yep. That's
What was-
that's what you have to do.
What was the mission that the team was on? Was it Knoll based?
No, they were on a separate mission. They were hired to go and explore some ruins and recover an ancient artifact of some kind. It was all very hush hush. they were returning from that mission. We had received communications that they were successful. So when they hadn't arrived on time, it was a little worrisome. Anyways, it's been 2 weeks, so we have a mission ready to go and find them.
Huh. 2 weeks is a long time.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Well, do you have information on like their where like the last? Do you have information on the last known whereabouts or the path that they were planning on taking, so we could at least narrow it down?
Oh, I do. Yes, I was going to get that all to you, and you see her like shuffling around behind the desk, and she's got, I'm sorry. This is Olga normally does this, but she's out sick today, and here it is. And she pulls out this like large binder and puts it in front of you, and she opens it up, and you can see that there's a map that's laid out, and it shows the adventure pathways, or at least what they expect to go on. Most of it's on the main roads, but out that way it's more of trading roads, and they are just cut through the grasslands. So they are occasionally watched over by traveling. What's the word I'm looking for? Not mercenaries, but like road captains that go out and they keep an eye on the roads. But for the most part, it's wild territory.
Is it like rangers or something?
Yeah, exactly. People that travel the King's highways and so forth to make sure that they stay safe. But that particular route isn't very traveled.
Okay, well,
This looks absolutely doable. Thank you so much. I think we're ready to go.
So on the map, it shows where they had last sent a message from, and it's a small base camp on the other side of the plains.
How long will it take us to get out there?
Or the grasslands? That is a good question. I closed the map by accident.
Well, you just unroll it again. You said it right here.
Yep. So as she gently unrolls the map.
Here, let me help you with that.
No, you can't. You have to hold. Stop.
No. You pull on
Why
this
don't you just leave that one part right there?
There's a clip there. You have
No,
to take
if
the
you do
clip off.
that, it'll fold. Look how it rolled up on this side.
I know. Well, you're pulling it on that side. You need to pull it on this side.
You know what? If you just stop pulling entirely, I think that would help.
Fine.
I still can't find the map. Hang on.
See, I told you. And I push her out of the way. And I unroll the map myself by standing on the table, and I push it with my hand. There, see the whole. You folded the map. You never fold a map.
So West Bank's on the left-hand side by the water, and the Ghent Grasslands is all the way across the map. And I don't have a measurement stick, so probably 3-4 weeks by horse, I'd imagine.
That's a long time.
That's a long way. Can we shorten it by boat?
Well, it only took us like a day to get to McCare Abbey, didn't it?
No, it was longer, and I was probably screwing up time because I didn't really have a concept of that at that point.
It was
Okay.
probably a couple days.
Yeah, I thought it was a week to get to
The Abbey.
McCare Abbey. Yeah, so
the Abbey, yeah.
2 weeks then by horse.
If we're
And you can't take a boat across grasslands.
The actual world map is not to scale, so maybe it's like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
you take the boat, it's longer on the map, but the boats can move faster. So sometimes that's
There
faster.
are 2 rivers, so yeah, you could do that. Sure.
Which way do they run?
The wrong way we want to go.
Right.
So we paddle and paddle and paddle and get nowhere. Got it.
I mean, it's easier for if you're traveling with like a lot of merchandise, but it has to be faster on horseback.
What about one of those super unsettling gates you could go through? The ones where you just kind of walk through and then you feel like you're gonna throw up and die at once, and then boom, you're somewhere else.
There's no major cities out there where it'd be located to.
Gotcha. Okay, so horses it is.
Yeah, Amcor probably has one, but it's probably about the same distance away.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Ancor's
that's
up in
not-
the mountains, kind of.
Yeah.
And it'd be expensive.
You
Yeah.
have to roll down the mountain. No, we're trying to make money. Boy. And there wasn't a chapter of the guild closer, huh? All right, we're on our way. Do we have everything we need? Jules, sometimes you need to pack stuff. Do you need like really nice shoes and stuff?
Are you talking to me? Because I'd assume you knew the answer was yes for me.
Oh, if you're talking to me, the answer is also yes.
Between the both of us, we have 200 pounds of shoes.
If you two stay up all night comparing shoes, I swear.
Well-
Only these were a little bigger.
Jewel did get new armor. I just upgraded from leather armor to studded leather armor. So I took my vest, it was actually like zebra leather that had been dyed teal. And I basically just added like 80s punk studs to it. So it's kind of like a 80s punk leather vest. And I changed my shirt that was underneath it from kind of a full length shirt that kind of sloped off the shoulders to kind of a what are those, the ones where it's like a crop top where it exposes your stomach, because I kept getting stabbed in the stomach and it kept ripping up my shirts. So
I remember that.
so it's kind of like a sweater that is a crop top, so it's like it's still kind of 80s looking, and then my pants are the same color, but now they just have studs going up them at just, like even intervals to make patterns. And my boots that go with it are just knee-high riding boots. And I had I took a couple of the weeks that we were between adventures and had some enchanters put the, what is it? Like the gleaming armor enchantment on them so that they can't get dirty.
Ah.
Yay.
Would Jewel have done that to my stuff as well? Like,
got the armor or the gleaming enchantment on you?
I'm just
I mean,
not,
it would
like,
save a lot of...
Yeah. If it saves
Yeah,
you
I mean,
time.
I could see if I could have found somebody to also get you some armor that had the gleaming on it, so I don't have to prestidigitate you all the time.
That could even be like a future project, but I feel like after Jewel took care of all of her stuff, she'd probably turn a critical eye on Stennel. Be like,
You a stinky boy.
I'm
How can
seeing
can I
with
just
this
get
guy a lot.
I'm just gonna buy you clothes that have like potpourri sewn into pockets on it.
Well, he still has that tree from Bimble.
Right.
Oh, and I always wear the tree. It's wearing off a bit, but it still smells nice.
And I just have sparkly anime girl eyes watching them interact because it's cute.
Excellent.
Okay, so the retrieval contract is right here, and she slides it out for you guys. If you guys just want to sign real fast, and then I'll put the seal on it, and we'll be good to go.
I reach up over the table, I scrawl, and I'm good.
Yep. Quick flourish of my signature.
I bite my finger and then sign.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, it's not one of those.
That's hygienic.
No.
Fucking warlocks.
So you guys start leaving the office then?
Yeah.
As you do that, you can hear in the center room somebody yelling, "Is there a white tiefling? White tiefling in here? Oh, yeah, it's got to be you."
Maybe? There's more than one. You don't know.
Racist.
Messengers Guild.
Oh, okay. And I'll reach out.
And he walks up to you and he hands you a small scroll and sticks out his other hand.
High five. Money. Okay. I give him silvers.
Oh, thank you, sir. And he turns and walks away. It's a small, somewhat tattered sheet of paper parchment that is wrapped with a dingy, dirty string.
Look at the inside of it first.
What do you mean by
Like
look at
turn
the
it
inside of it?
sideways and look through it like a spyglass.
Oh, yeah, you can see that there's some writing on the inside, and it's poorly worded with bad spelling.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll slip the string off and open it.
Okay. On the inside, it says, "Thank you, mister. If you could please bring me my ring at the Champions Park, that would be great."
Well, I don't have time for that, so...
We could probably
I need it by midnight. Thank you. Thank you again.
We could probably hit it on the way out.
Oh, so I turned to Jewel and Stennel and I say, some kid was getting punched in the face. So I hit the other guy with a hammer and then he gave me this ring and I just hold up the ring. And now he wants me to meet him somewhere, but we don't really have time for that, do we?
Well, I have
It's
to
kinda
stop.
pretty.
I have to make a stop on the way out of town. So if you have an errand to run real quick.
Well, it's at midnight though.
Yeah, I'd like to be on my way before midnight.
Yeah, we'll be well out of town by then. Besides, it's gonna take weeks to get out there. Also, I need to run to the gym real quick.
You could ask somebody here. You could pay one of the messengers to drop it off at midnight, I guess.
That seems like a hassle.
Or you could just keep it, whatever. Doesn't look like it's worth much anyway.
I don't like to just take stuff and I'm like fiddling with it like a coin.
Up to you.
I guess I do some little origami and no, I'm not going to do that. So I start like wrapping the ring in the paper and then I think about it. Like, no, they can wait.
Are you sure?
I mean, the whole thing's really inconvenient, isn't it?
Did the note say to drop it off at midnight or before midnight?
I go to hand the note to Stennel and then I'm like, wait, at midnight.
Yeah.
That does sound inconvenient.
Mhm.
Have like a messenger drop it off. Hey, one of these cool kids
At
running around.
midnight?
They're saving up for school.
What's the place? The Champions what?
Champions Park. It's a very large park near the center of the mid-range area, and it was has these massive statues of some of the most historic champions or heroes through time. It's kind of like that park in New York. It's just huge with a bunch of different statuaries and trails everywhere and greenery and so forth.
Monuments and benches for like remembering stuff. Like, right?
Yeah, and saving your game.
Okay.
Is that park questionable at night?
Have you been near that park or heard any stories? You can roll a history check.
B is not the smartest, ma'am. 9.
Yeah, it's perfectly safe. You haven't heard anything.
Okay. I guess.
Here's another possibility. Because Jewel would definitely be up for this. What we could do is we could sleep now, like get our horses squared away, sleep now, and then we can head out at midnight.
Oh, that sounds
Do your
terrible.
little errand, and then we just ride all night. It'll be like a sleepover on horses.
Sleepover, though.
On horses, where we're awake. And then we can tell ghost stories in the dark on horses. Come on.
A sleepover with Jewel. And I'm like touching my fingers together and just looking at Jewel.
Jewel, what's your thoughts? Jewel, what do you think about this?
Jewel was zoning out.
Jewel doesn't
Sorry.
care, okay, guys?
Stennel and I are talking about a sleepover, and Jewel just kind of wanders away to not be part of it.
Yeah, it's like, all right, have fun with that conversation.
I'm not part of this. I mean, sure. We're already 2 weeks out, so what's an extra day, right?
Well, because we could make up
Or an
the
extra-
time if we just same. Angry badger muttering.
But then we get to watch the sunrise together.
How sweet.
And we could tell ghost stories.
Like, yay, new day. I suppose not everybody shares my sentiment in ghost stories.
We could braid each other's hair on horseback. I guess that
I mean,
doesn't
we
work.
could take a wagon. Are we taking individual horses or a wagon?
Please, wagon.
Makes more
Oh.
The
sense.
saddle does
I know.
not feel good.
Well, I mean, you don't notice it after a while. Okay. Yeah. You can take a wagon.
I tried jousting
That's
once. I don't recommend it.
Yeah? Where did you joust?
Rumadia?
Oh,
You sound very hesitant with that. How did it go? Did you win?
No, I did not. In the
Oh.
first round, I was up against whatever knight they had, and my father was like, "Oh, it'll be good experience. Show him what you got." And then I was on the ground.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah. Those Ramadians, they know their horses.
Huh?
That's what Ren told me. You got to really know your horse if you're going to joust. You got to be like besties, best friends with your horse. Then your joust will go good. I think that's what he said.
I suppose we have to get our gear anyway. So,
Yes.
why don't we get our stuff and meet back somewhere?
sure. I mean, we're not leaving till midnight. So do we want to just meet at Champions Park at 10 till?
Sure.
Yeah, we can do that. I'll get my stuff together and I'll make sure to get some sleep before then.
Unbeknownst to the party, Bee's father has a statue in Champion Park.
Oh.
And with the plans made and the ideas set, the party begins to disperse to gather their things for the quest ahead. What will they find in Champions Park at midnight? Will they be able to retrieve the lost members of the guild? Find out next time on Total Party Guild. But before we go, today this is a special celebration to talk about because in a handful of days will be our 1-year anniversary.
Hey.
So
Yay.
to commemorate that, Vanessa is going to tell you about an awesome thing that we're trying to do. So Vanessa, take it away.
So, in celebration of our 1-year anniversary, we're going to try and get 500 followers. And once we hit that mark, we will be doing a giveaway of a customized Total Party Guild dice box created by Arcanic Artistry.
And pictures will be following on our social media.
Yeah, we actually have it on our blog too. Like, we did a little review when we received it. So we'll post some pictures and more details to follow on the Twitter. But yeah, give us a follow. We're hoping to up our social media game and, give back to the community.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful box. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, it has our logo on it.
Keep your dice in style.
Definitely. None of our cursed dice have touched it, we promise.
Oh, whoa.
And don't forget to like us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all the other places that we're at.
Hashtag Topago.
And to go ahead and send us your dice picks or questions or comments or review us. That would be cool too.
Memes, cat pictures, funny badger pictures.
Funny badger pictures at totalpartyguild@gmail.com.
If you're curious about the world or the cast or the characters, check out totalpartyguild.com, where we do occasionally post blog posts. There's some information about us and the characters we play. Make sure to follow us on Spotify or Apple iTunes, because it really helps us out.
Yeah, we've also been streaming on Twitch, so lots of
Sometimes,
cool
yeah.
ways to hang out.
And remember, guildies.
A party of many defeats more
Yeah,
monsters.
yeah.
A guild of many.
Yeah, and remember, guildies. A guild of many defeats more monsters. Party
Party
on!
on!
Party on.